Remember, we start from the middle out.
Shall I go and get the
So what
plates?
you need to do is go and get, because we're not having an entree, so we can put the main course plates straight on the table.
You just use the tip of the knife, and this is going to be quicker than doing it the other way.
That's going to go in the front end too.
Yep, so put it all onto there as well. Now your sugar's still stuck on the bottom.
Our goal really is to expose people to as much different stuff in the hospitality industry as possible, like food hygiene is really big, responsible service of alcohol. We're really trying to broaden people's horizons, so we do quite a few excursions to wineries, a guided tour of the Hotel Grand Chancellor. Sometimes we'll go down to Salamanca and tour some businesses down there, the Cascade Brewery, we usually do a tour there. So we're really out to broaden people's horizons and expose them to the different areas of the hospitality industry.
That's great, yep, nice. What we like to do is to give the students a basic understanding of the operations of a kitchen, operations of front of house. We like to give them some really basic skills, how to carry a tray, how to pour a drink, how to carry 3 plates, because that's really essential in this industry. What it does is it gives them a sense of confidence so that they're comfortable and they look as if they're professional when they go on their work experience. It's just a leg up to get them looking good.
Obviously the bacon takes less time to cook than the burger. We like to look at each of the students on an individual basis and try to tailor the course to fit the individual needs of each of the students. So it isn't just skills-based and knowledge training, which is kind of the easy part. It's actually providing the support so that they can take the information in and then be able to translate that into a working environment.
There is a bit of theory because we do teach some accredited units of competency from the hospitality training package, but we really try to make the course as hands-on as possible and incorporate as many excursions and field trips into it as possible to really broaden people's horizons.
So that they're the same distance from the edge of the table all the way around. All 3 of us trainers, we have very, very close relationships with the industry in Hobart. So when we look at the students that we have to place to put them into work placement, we actually look at the students, we look at who we know, and we try to put them into a really nurturing environment so that we can build their confidence a little bit and build on those basic skills that they have.
In the course we do some front of house work, we do some back of house work, which we've got going on in the kitchen over there at the moment. We have a work experience component towards the end of the course, which is optional, and some people go into housekeeping.
I'm Crystal. I'm doing the Red Shed hospitality course.
My name's Amber and I'm here doing a course with the Red Shed program, hospitality course.
All trainers communicate between ourselves and we actually work out a plan individually for different people. We try and work really hard on what they can do and what they're good at and then steer them in the direction and give them extra work in that area. And what we always say to them is, take the job as a kitchen hand. Might not be your ideal job, but if it's your first job, it's easier to move up, get more training, and getting a job is always easier when you have a job.
I would like it to lead on to a job in hospitality.
So you want to get all of that set up before we start doing the cooking, yeah? In each individual's own way, there is something to be gained from this course. If nothing else, it's just turning up and participating. And for a lot of them, they haven't actually experienced that before. And it's in an environment where they don't feel confronted or under threat, or it's a much more relaxed environment. We still have standards and it's important that we maintain those, but it's really about them feeling comfortable enough that they can get here, and about communication, which for us is the foundation of the whole course.
When we first walk in the door of a morning, we usually all have a cup of coffee together and have a laugh and chat about what we've been up to. I really like it. We're all really good friends. We get along and laugh all the time. The teachers are good. We love the girls, Annika, Amy and Karen.
The people I've been working with, the teachers are great, and also the other people that do it as well. Yeah, I enjoy the company.
I love it. I come every day.
In each of these people's individual journeys, they're at different stages. It's just about respecting that they're all going to be at different places.
We do a lot of everything really, the cooking and theory in that as well. Yeah, we just learn different things all the time. Tray carrying, how to hold the glasses, how to serve, how to set the plates, how to serve the table.
The baristas, wine tasting, a lot of cooking. Just doing lots of different group activities, learning about hygiene, safety. It's been really good.
We find the exposure to the industry, because is what works, because a lot of people have no idea of the various pathways within that industry. So actually providing them with some knowledge and some practical skills and theoretical knowledge as well really gets them excited about the industry, or alternatively it gives them a choice to make, and they may well find that hospitality is not for them, but that's okay in our view, because it tells them in a sense what not to pursue.
At the Grand Chancellor, we got to see how they all work, what they do.
It's very tricky. I broke one glass, but I haven't broke any more since, so that's good.
In response to industry needs, we've seen the course change shape, and also the feedback from the students. It's quite clear that the practical-based aspects of the course are much more appealing.
One of my jobs in my role is to get out and about and actually talk to the major industry players and find out what their needs are. As an organisation, we take part in various industry forums around the state, and we really have an ear on what industry is after. We've had some fantastic successes, and quite often it's from people who've come from very challenging backgrounds. A classic example is we had one young lady from New Norfolk who hadn't worked before, and she was picked up by Hotel Grand Chancellor after a week's work experience, and 1 month after they had hired her and she'd commenced work, she was made Employee of the Month. A fantastic achievement for somebody who had a really hard time of it prior to that.
Start at the bottom and work to the top.
Maybe kitchen staff or front or back of house. Yeah, one of those.
There's certainly the opportunity to come along and have a look at one of our courses, if not participate. Even come along for the first week of a course and participate for the first week and then make a decision. It may well be that hospitality just isn't for you. It may well be the stepping stone to a brand new start, a brand new career. So come along and have a look.
What we try to instil with any student that comes in is you don't need to know what you want to do. And a lot of them don't have any clue. It's, well, why should I do hospitality, or what is it going to be in it for me? You haven't got anything to lose. The worst thing that happens is that you come in and meet some new people and you have a good time.
I would say come along, give it a go, because if you decide that you want to go on with it, we work very, very hard to make sure we give you all the opportunities that you can. And we have a good success rate in terms of employment outcomes.
I love seeing students come through and being able to nurture them in an environment that is supportive, and I see my role as being not only skills training but in a pastoral capacity as well.
Of people who complete the course, approximately 50% of them within a month or two actually have employment, most often as a direct result of the course. So it's extraordinarily successful in that regard. It's been one of our better programs that we've run over the years.
Well, you don't know what's here until you come along.
The rewarding part for me is seeing people embark on the journey and achieve, and at the end of the program, no matter whether they're employed or whether they've just learned something, that's the reward for me. It's the successes is what we've been able to provide as an opportunity for the participants of the course.
To see the kids at the beginning of the 6-week course and see them then at the end is remarkable. And I think mainly what we give them, I think the most important thing we give them is a sense of self-confidence.
It's a good experience.